na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ọ na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Chi anyị na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị. Chi anyị na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị. Onye ike na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Eze anyị na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Chi anyị na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Onye eze na-eme. Ọ na-eme. Ọ na-eme onye ọma Jizọs. Ọ na-eme onye nwoke obiọma. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Chi anyị na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Onye ọma na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Chi anyị na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị. Onye nwe m na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị. Papa na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka Chukwu okike na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Eluigwe na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Nna m na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Ọ na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Chi anyị na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Nna anyị na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Eze na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Papa anyị na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Onye ukwu na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Ọ na-eme ya. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Eze anyị na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Onye okike na-eme. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị Yenadie Kwamume, Yenadie Kwamume, Koneme, Chanineme, Yenadie Ezanineme, Yao, Neme, Yenadie Papa Nineme, Yao, Neme, Yenadie Kwamume, Yenadie Kwamume, Yenadie Kwamume, Koneme, Ome Waya, Oneme, Yenadie Kwamume, Ezeneme, Yenadie Kwamume, Oneme,
Yenadie Kwamume, Yenadie Kwamume, Yenadie Kwamume,
The zoo must fall. We move.
And please remain standing for the invocation.
Elohim Adonai El Shaddai, we shall praise thee forever. It doesn't matter what we are going through. In good and in bad, we shall offer ceaseless adoration of your magnificence and your holiness. You are Lord and you are God, you are not man. You are beyond what man can conceive of thee. That is why unashamedly this very evening we proclaim your greatness before the assembly of the upright and in the congregation of the living. Because your work upon our life is great. Your handiwork is honorable and glorious. It doesn't matter what we are going through because you are God. We cannot question thee. And your righteousness endureth forever. Look at the things that you have made, the heavens and the earth, the moon, the stars, the ocean, the rivers, the streams, the mountains, all belong to thee. You are full of grace and compassion. And unto thee do we anchor every of our hope, every of our belief that Biafra shall be set free, and that you will also impart knowledge into young people within Nigeria to receive common sense, to absorb this very message this evening, because it is comprehensive and incisive. You have shown us your mercy in the past. You will show us your mercy again. We are not asking for what doesn't belong to us. We are doing precisely that which you mandated us to do. That Biafra may come, that Oduduwa may come, and that every other shackled and enslaved ethnicity in the damnable zoological republic will be set free. That in the end, all of us, Biafrans, Oduduwa, Middle Belt, everybody will come together to give honor and praise unto your holy name for setting us free. Because this very contraption that Britain constructed was designed to kill, to emasculate, and to render asunder. Only with your help and your grace shall your children be set free. That in the end your name will be glorified, adored, honored, and praised now and forevermore, we pray. He said,
Only Biafrans now, only Biafra. Oh, Biafra. Simon Ekpa got me one no one. Biafra got me. Only Biafra. Biafrans na family more for my. I got it. Where's my connection now? Tata. Today, I'm gonna for my time. Biafra got it. Well, Biafra got you. 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 Simon Ekpa. Biafra got you. Biafra got you. Biafra got you.
I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media, forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Ekpa knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigeria terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, don't knowing that I actually lost the war already before even the war started.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Wherever you are connecting to this program from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of this program. Today is the 4th day of the convention in Finland, and it is the 4th day of United States of Biafra. I welcome you into the United States of Biafra, and as you all know, in this platform, we are standing with the United States of Biafra. We are all citizens of the United States of Biafra, and we are now in United States of Biafra. So wherever you are watching this program from, I welcome you. I thank you for being part of this program. This is just to give you a highlight and touch on some important issues before we go into the main program. The fourth day, the program is going to start in a few minutes. And as soon as the program starts, we are going to end this one and switch into that very one. All you need to do is to log in onto that one. Once I close this one, then you enter into the other one and watch the program from the beginning to the end. We are going to bring you, as we have been doing all this while, we bring you all the program from the beginning to the end of the program. We are not going to miss anyone. So my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, a lot has happened and more continue to happen, and Biafrans are celebrating across the world. We will continue to celebrate, and we will never relent in that celebration. Wherever you are watching from, I want you to tighten up your belts. Our enemies are not resting. They will not stop fighting. They will not stop their propaganda, and they will not stop their blackmail. But I urge you to stay fast. And one thing I want to let you know, that in this time, as a Biafran, a genuine Biafran, you are not supposed to be listening to any other platform or any other media except the media of the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra have a lot of media network that is representing them. We have a lot of media under the United States of Biafra, and there are some other people who are blogging on the issues of the United States of Biafra. If you want to get a genuine information, stick to the government of the United States of Biafra media. Try as much as possible, because this is the time the enemies of Biafra are going to increase in their propaganda war. But I bet you, it does not matter how they continue to push that war, we are already winning. Remember, today is Monday. As we are on the fourth day today, remember, on Monday, being today, it is always a sit at home. And Biafrans are sitting at home today while they are watching the program as it is going. Wherever you are in Biafra land, do not forget that the sit at home continues until we evict every terrorist in our territory. That eviction will continue, and the recognition of the United States of Biafra will be continued to pursue and seek until we find it. The recognition eventually is going to come as soon as possible, sooner than we expect. We have already gotten some recognition, which we have. Our COS yesterday signed some treaty with some countries that attended the convention. Documents were signed, and many legitimate documents have been generated from this very convention, just as our Prime Minister planned. Remember, before we came into this very convention, our Prime Minister made it very clear that so many documents will be generated from this very convention to legitimize the Biafran government, to legitimize the officials, to legitimize our Prime Minister, and also to delegitimize Nigeria in Biafran territory. Today, we have gotten some of those documents. They are being signed. You can see some of them signed live, where every one of us will watch it. And some that have been generated in one way or the other, you saw the Biafran people signing the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. People were penning down their signature as it's supposed to be. So nobody will come out yesterday tomorrow and say that it was Mazi Simon Ekpa, the commander-in-chief of armed forces of Biafra, that just woke up and declared. He never did so. Mazi Simon Ekpa did not just wake up from anywhere and begin to make the declaration. It is the Biafran people. And the most interesting thing that when they try as much as possible to dehumanize him, to try to paint him evil, to try to give him nickname, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra, remained the good guy. He remained the good guy. As we speak today, every one of you watching on this very platform, I want you to get one information straight. They are accusing our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa of inciting the people against Nigerian government. We all know that Nigerian government is a terrorist government. our Prime Minister has not been asked any question about terrorism, any charges about terrorism, nothing whatsoever. There is nothing that has to do with terrorism in the questioning of our Prime Minister, because they know very well that Nigeria is a terrorist government. Nigerian government information that qualifies them to be a terrorist government is in the public domain. We don't need to prove to anybody. We don't need to beg anybody to know it. We don't need to clap. We don't need to jump. Every single information that shows that Nigerian government is a terrorist government is in the public. Even a child can testify to that. So for those of them in their media, when you go to their media, the Zoom media, they will continue to say that our Prime Minister is charged for terrorism. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, is safe and sound, and he is not being questioned about terrorism. The only thing they are questioning our Prime Minister is inciting. They are questioning him about inciting. And our Prime Minister is not in jail. They tell you that our Prime Minister has been jailed. They tell you that our Prime Minister is in prison. Our Prime Minister has not been indicted of any crime. He has not been indicted of any crime. He is only being questioned. And the questions is based on inciting. Inciting. There is nothing that has to do with terrorism. He has not been charged for terrorism. He has not been questioned about terrorism. Every issue that has to do with which the Zoological Republic is what they are pushing. They are pushing just to scare Biafrans away. And this is the language they use, just like they did to Mandela. Mandela, they put his name in terrorist list. He was in the terrorist list until even after he died. So many freedom fighters today have been named terrorists. But in the case of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, the Finnish government, the Finnish local police are questioning him about inciting. That is where the base of the questioning is. Every question is based on inciting. I want you to get this straight. That is why it is important that you listen to the Biafran government media. Do not pay attention to the Zoological Republic government media. They are telling a lot of lies, and they continue to believe their own lies. Let them continue to believe their own lies while we continue to march forward today. As we are in the United States of Biafra, today, the declaration of the restoration of the United States of Biafra has now legitimized more and more our Prime Minister. Even when they are asking him questions about inciting, how can you say he's inciting? Even in his absence, the Biafra government have made a declaration. In his absence, Biafra has been declared. In his absence, today is sit at home, and Biafrans will be sitting at home today in various places of Biafra land. In all parts of Biafra land, they are sitting at home. And wherever you are in Biafra as a Biafran, you know your duty, you know what you want. All we are asking for is self-determination in this platform. We do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to attack any people. We don't come here to attack any religion or race. We don't come here to preach hatred. We do not come here to attack any religion or any race. What we do in this platform, what the Biafran government does, is to propagate and send the informations of what is happening in Biafran territory. The inhuman treatment of Biafrans. That is what we are telling the world. The zoo is hiding it. They do not want anybody to hear about it. They don't want to tell people about it. And we will continue to speak and tell the world what is happening. It doesn't matter how they try to do it. The only thing I beg you that is a Biafran, mind the media you listen to. The propaganda war that the Nigerian government is waging today is to catch your heart, to make you weak. You know what happened? During the time they kidnapped Mazen Nandekano, many people fell out. Many people had a problem. Many people had attack. Many people are still sick up to today because of that. And even during that time, they also came and painted a lie. And they said that Mazen Nandekano denied being the leader of IPOB. Their media carried it. All their media was talking about it. The same thing is what they are doing today. They are using, go and look at all their media report. The only thing they reported, they were focusing on reporting. Even on this very convention, they turned a blind eyes because they do not want the people in the zoo to know what is happening. Their media was not covering it. The media were not putting facing there. Their media was not paying attention. They pretended not to see it. They pretended it's not happening. They are focusing on attention, talking about terrorism charges against our Prime Minister. There is no terrorism charges against our Prime Minister. Get this straight. There is no terrorism charges against our Prime Minister. The only charges they are questioning our Prime Minister is inciting. Inciting. They are charging him of, they are questioning him about inciting the public. Incitement. That is the charges against our Prime Minister. And I bet you our Prime Minister is not in jail. He is safe and sound. Every single thing we are doing, he is observing and he is watching. The only thing he has is some restrictions. According to the law of Finland, whenever somebody is under investigation of such, the person will be restricted from communications. You will be incommunicado. And that is the same thing that's applying to our Prime Minister. It is not because it is him. That is the system in Finland. And they cannot change their system because of you, because of me. Finland is a country of its own with their laws that they follow. None of the laws they are following today was established because of us. So when a report is brought before them, when complaints are being brought before them about inciting, they have to question the Prime Minister of Biafra, Ekpa, and while he's under that questioning, for as long as the question is going to last, he is not going to be communicating. They will limit his communication. They will restrict him from so many things. And that is the situation he's facing now. Restriction. So for someone to come and tell you, oh, your Prime Minister in jail, he's in prison. Do not mind it. Don't listen to that. Don't pay attention. You don't even have the time to challenge them. Ignore them. That is why you must focus on the Biafran government. That is where you can get your information, genuine information on what is happening. We don't come here to tell you things to be happy. Neither do we come here to tell you things to be angry. We are telling you what you need to know. The exact information you need to know. Go to their media. Up to this moment, the media of Nigeria are still saying, they are still propagating and saying that our Prime Minister denied being the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Israel. So ridiculous. That is how insensitive, that is how foolish, that is how stupid, that is how wicked, that is how devilish the Nigerian media is. Why you must not pay attention to them. Up to this moment, Nigerian media is still pushing the narrative that Mazi Simon Ekpa denied being the Prime Minister. And funny enough, they say he said he's a content creator. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Israel, a content creator in the issue of Biafra, where our Prime Minister have several documents that he has signed. They are still online in public. Several videos where he has said, I am the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic. They are there in the public. We are not talking about a riffraff in the state. We are talking about a lawyer. Our Prime Minister is a lawyer himself. He has a law firm. He has defended people. And somebody will sit on their studio and say that Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa denied being the Prime Minister of Biafra. What a shame. What a shame. And some people are actually believing the story. Some people are believing the story that he denied being the Prime Minister. Okay, if he denied, do you watch the convention with it? In this convention, our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland, in that same convention, we address him as the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Do you think that if he denied, then after denying, then we will now come in a convention in that same Finland and declare him and call him, address him as the Prime Minister of Biafra, Israel? Do you think we will be so stupid to do that? Will that be in his favor or will that be against him? That is the question you ask yourself. But go to their media. This is why you must not pay attention to any single information coming from the media in Nigeria. The Nigerian media is evil, devilish, and very, very corrupt. Very corrupt. They continue to push their own narrative. And the target is the ordinary people, the ordinary Biafrans. You are their target. They want to make sure they confuse you. They want to make sure they take out your mind from what's happening. They want to make sure they create fear in you. They want to make sure they make you feel disappointed. That is what they are doing. But as a Biafran, we have come a long way. Every one of you should know the propaganda of the zoo. Their propaganda is too open to ignore. That is why you must focus on your freedom. Remember the word of Mazen Nandekano. He said, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. You must be consistent in anything you are doing. Whatever request we are making today, whatever thing we are pursuing, we must be very, very consistent. Consistency personified. Don't look back. Today is Monday, and it's supposed to be a sit at home. Let the sit at home show them that Biafra is not about an individual. Even our Supreme Mazen Nandekano said that Biafra is bigger than himself. It is bigger than Mazen Nandekano. It is bigger than Mazen Simon Ekpa. It is bigger than every single one of us, an individual. Biafra is the will of the people. More than 70 million people. And today, more than 60 million have voted and say, we want to exit from Nigeria. We no longer want to be part of this enslavement. How on earth will you say that it is someone that is inciting? Inciting who? Inciting who? The pursuit of Biafra didn't start today. From 1967 up till date, there has been continuous requests for the freedom of the Biafran people from different angles, from children, those who were born then and those who were born after the war. Everyone is focused on freedom. We all know that we are in captivity in Nigeria. We all know that our rights is being abused in Nigeria. We all know that the government of Nigeria is committing genocide against us. Every single one of us know that we are being marginalized. We don't need somebody to preach it to us. We don't need somebody to tell us. We don't need somebody to instigate us to do it. Because naturally, we are freeborn. Naturally, the Biafrans are freeborn. And there's no way you can cage them. It doesn't matter how you try. You can try for all I care. You will never succeed. You cannot cage a Biafran. You cannot cage a Biafran. That is why the question of our Prime Minister on inciting is dead and buried. And our convention has sealed it completely. If it was a Mazen Simon that was inciting, how come, even in his absence, we declared Biafra, we are marching ahead of convention, and everything is done accordingly? But go to their media. If you go to their media, they are pushing a different propaganda altogether. Remember, propaganda is one of the instruments of warfare. And that is what the zoo has been using against us from onset. They use that same propaganda to demonize the Biafran people. That same propaganda is what they use against Biafran, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. They use that same propaganda to create problem among us, to create division, to create hatred among us. Yesterday, if you have watched the program of yesterday, when the veterans were testifying, people who were there, who fought in the Civil War, they were there yesterday testifying. And there was one testimony that caught my heart when a woman was explaining the atrocities of flag of operations of Nigerian Army during the Civil War. The flag of operation of Nigerian Army during the Civil War, where they went and they wore Biafran uniform. They wore Biafran Army uniform, and they went and they begin to take the life of our brothers and sisters. And today, some of our brothers and sisters still believe that it is the Biafran soldiers that fought them. Meanwhile, it is Nigerian soldiers who went and used Biafran uniform to fight our brothers in the coastal area. And some of them believe it's Nigerian soldier. This flag of operation is the handwriting of the zoo. We saw them do it in NSAS. Recently, they did it in NSAS. NSAS, it is on the video is still everywhere. Go to social media. You will still see the video of NSAS. How the government, by themselves, recruited people who claim to be protesters. Recruited hoodlums. Use their own van. They use in Lagos State. They use the Lagos State Transport Commission to carry them and bring them to the site. In Abuja, the DSS used their own jeep. DSS used their jeep to bring them to attack the protesters. This has been the flag of operation, just like they are doing in Biafra today, causing insecurity, creating different kinds of security groups to cause insecurity in Biafra land. That was what they did in the Civil War. In Civil War, they took the Biafran uniform, they sold the Biafran uniform and gave to some of them, and they went to our places to create that division, and they began to commit atrocities. and many lives were lost. Today, some people who did not understand this flag of operation today still believe that Biafrans fought them. There are some people in the coastal region, their anger today was that the Biafran people came to their side and fought them. But this wasn't Biafran people. It was Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian people who were Biafran soldiers to commit those atrocities. And somebody yesterday, an eyewitness, testified. I am not going to take much of your time because we are going to switch over the program. Immediately the program starts, we'll switch over. But I want us to hear the voice of the veterans yesterday. Those veterans that spoke yesterday, I want us to listen to them and let us see what we can get before the program will start. The program is going to start maybe in the next few minutes. As soon as the program starts, we are going to end this one and shift over to that very one for us to watch it live from the beginning to the end. But now, let us listen to the testimonies of yesterday so that you can understand better. One thing you should know, do not pay attention to Nigerian media if you want to have a peaceful mind. If you want to have a sincere information, ignore the Zoom media. It doesn't matter where, every Zoom media, ignore them. If you need your information, listen to Biafra, United States of Biafra media. Listen to the United States of Biafra media. The United States of Biafra media will tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. We are not here to incite anybody, neither to instigate violence. All we are saying is that we have the right to defend ourselves, we have the right for self-determination, and we have the right to life. And those rights we will protect with the last breath we have. Let us watch the testimonies yesterday, and then we can go from there.
I'd like to call to stage Mr. Obaja Madabuchi of 64 Ezinachi Brigade, who served under Brigadier Nwokoma. You can.
Because we can never let them negotiate our freedom. No.
We also would like to call on stage other Biafra veterans who served during the Nigeria genocidal war against Biafra. Please come on stage, Honorable Nnenna Kabiru. And for Biafra, a veteran status doesn't mean you must be a soldier. If you witnessed that war, if you suffered kwashiorkor, if you sheltered Biafrans during the war, you are a Biafran veteran. Honorable Nnenna Kabiru, please come to stage. Honorable Dr. Emmanuel Nwabueze, please come to stage. Honorable Luke Iwunze, please come to stage. Honorable Steve A. Awa, please come to stage. Honorable Rubin Nadi, please come to stage. Honorable Clara Shobeni, please come to stage. We also would like to call on stage.
Fellow Biafrans, I think we have to switch over. Please, I'm going to end there. In this same platform, go and log into the other program. The program has started. I've just ignited the program. Go back now. Let us follow the program of today live so that we don't miss anything. Maybe later in the evening, we can come back and analyze what we have to analyze. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let us switch over to the other program so that we can be able to meet up with everything so we don't miss anything on it. Let's switch over. Just go and log in the next one. On this same platform, you're going to see the other live that is on. Just go over to that place and let's continue from there. Thank you so much.